Hey everyone, Soundwave884 here. In this review, I'll take a look at Transformers 1's Deluxe Class Studio Series 112 Optimus Prime. Yes, Deluxe Class, not Voyager Class. This is a smaller Optimus Prime at a cheaper price point, 25 bucks. And it's still a hell of a figure, at least in robot mode. We'll get to all that in the review. Here is the box. In the box art, you see a little CGI, the image from the movie coming out. Transformers 1. It looks interesting. It's not what I had hoped for. But hey, if it looks more kidified, might still have some serious stuff going on. It's a good way maybe to get a younger generation into Transformers. And that's something they desperately need for future sales, toy sales and stuff. From the side, you can get the whole robot mode. From the back side, 25 steps get you around. Now, it's not complicated, but the alt mode is seriously lacking. We see right here, we can read this. A hero fulfills his destiny, becoming the legendary Optimus Prime. He comes with the Matrix of Leadership. He also comes with his battle axe right here. This is the Metropolis of Iacon Optimus Prime. And that's what you get as your backdrop. I guess it'd be the Metropolis of Iacon. Get and talk. Okay, of course you get your handy dandy instructions. And inside the box, the tissue paper, and I think strapped in, you get his battle axe right here. Done in this blue transparent plastic. You get the Matrix of Leadership, also done in the blue transparent plastic and then painted silver and orange. So you kind of get a light piping effect going on there. And you have this right here as an accessory. It's going to be part of the front in vehicle mode. It tells you to actually tab this in on the back side here. It does not stay very well. You see these slight little raised tabs. You see right here. You get these little grooves. And you'll just slide this in. It goes on fine until you want to pick up the figure, and you might end up bumping that. But that's how that stores right there. On the underside, also the smokestacks are in the tissue paper. You have to peg those on his arms, so you have to get those out and peg those on as well. Now the Matrix of Leadership stores right here on this peg, but you can actually have him hold it as well. You see he's got these little blue transparent tabs on the side, and his hands do not open, but he has these little grooves right there in his hands, and you will just have to wedge that in to his hand, and you put it in his other hand, and it'd be like he's holding the Matrix of Leadership to light their darkest hour, or he's just going to put it on in. Again, it just tabs right in here, and close that back down. I did bump that, and I think I made that a little loose in the back. Then you get the battle axe. It's just got a peg. Either arm will do. Just tab in his hand. There you go. Now he has his battle axe, and he's all ready for battle. So before I take a more in-depth look at this figure, let's do some quick comparisons. Right here is the mainline Voyager class Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime. He's going to be, this one is a little bit smaller than the Studio Series Optimus Prime. I do not have the Studio Series Rise of the Beast Prime. I have this mainline version. He's got a wider stance there, but he is a Voyager class. He is a smaller Voyager. Really not worth 35 bucks, but still an excellent figure. I do like this Prime overall. But you can see he is bigger than his Deluxe Class Prime, and we can bring in the Earthrise Optimus Prime. There you can really get a sense of the height and the scale. This Optimus Prime is a lot bigger and beefier than this one here. This Prime here does have some surprises, and I really do enjoy it for other reasons. As Optimus Prime here does have a lot of articulation. He's very articulated. You can give him lots of good poses and everything. So he's got, see, I knocked that out. So this will not really stay in very well, so I just have to put it to the side. I'm just going to keep it off of him unless I just put him on the shelf. It's just going to sit on the shelf next to him. But you get swivels here right above the knee. It's more than 9-degree knee bend. Get your ankle tilts for days. Almost a full split. It kind of hits right there. That being a ball joint, you get a slight little movement up there as well. Swivel. Legs kick forward to here. It hits this. You can move that up and get further that way or back to there. You do get a 360 waist swivel. Head, you do have this. That's why I really like, wish they do this for more figures. This ball joint, it's got a high cut up there, so you can get really good head movement, so you can have them looking way up to the sky. There's really no down because of the chest, but you can 360 it all the way around. He also has a butterfly joints here in the arms, so you can get some expressive movement there. You get swivels right above the elbow, 90-degree elbow bends. You do have wrist swivels as well, 360 those things all the way around. And then with the shoulders, you can also go up and around as well. It kind of hits stuff, you just gotta work it around. So that's your articulation. Oh yeah, and you get, you know, way up there on the pose for the shoulders. So lots of articulation. Now let's get to the negatives real quick in robot mode. He's kind of fiddly, mainly with the waist piece here. It just pegs on right there, and it doesn't, it's just, you're gonna be hitting this constantly and making it move. It really does not have to be there. I think it just really fills in the waist, because you can remove this, because even in vehicle mode it does absolutely nothing. You just have to push it out of your way. But if you take it off, it just, you know, it makes his abdomen and waist a little bit thinner, and you can see more of the ball jointed hips and everything. So it pretty much just fills in his waist and gives him a little bit beefier look here. So you will be hitting that a lot. Also, that piece that came off does not, you know, stay tabbed in very well. It will come off pretty easily on you. Also, the chest piece here doesn't really lock in for a good tab, and just comes up really easily also. But I do like here that it's not painted transparent plastic. It's actually red plastic with a piece of blue transparent plastic pushed in. I love that more so than painted transparent. It gives it a little more quality look because it's actually different plastics there. So I like that look a lot better. A lot of the older Transformers did that, so I like that. Closer look at the head sculpt. It's a decent head sculpt for Optimus Prime. Just nice baby blue eyes hidden in there. Got some gray paint here and there. Some silver paint on the sides. Come down here. Got some silver paint here, yellow on the toesies. Turn around, a little more silver paint on the sides. He's not a bad Prime at all. And on the back piece here, that's just some paint on the black. As you can see, you can get him into some wild poses because he's got lots of articulation. He's really pose wild. I really like this Optimus Prime for that fact. He feels really good in robot mode. Like I said, slightly loose in some of the joints, kind of fiddly, but the posing makes up for that, and I think the overall sculpting and detail of the figure is nice. Now people will be discouraged because of the height of the Prime, but you can say this is still a younger Prime. Maybe you can have him get the Matrix and grow up to be a bigger Prime, however you want to do that. It's your imagination. Now, people did not like the coloring of this Prime for the fact that he already looks like he's yellowed. The grays on him are more like a creamy beige gray. It's hard to describe, but it's like a cream color, and I can see it looking like, especially on the arms here, like he is already starting to yellow in certain lights. It looks that way. It's just, you know, he's got silver here, and I think they tried to match it a little bit, but it's more of a creamy color. I'm not big on the color myself, but it's not in hand. I'll say it's not that bad. On camera and pictures, it's pretty bad. And I say the worst offending part is his forearms. They just look like they have yellowed. But that is, I guess, his abdomen here. But I think the overall quality of the Prime kind of makes up for that. Just for the posability and like the look of the Prime. He just looks really good. Alright, so let's transform this Optimus Prime. Take his head. You're going to turn it around like this. Fold it back. And you're just going to push this right into the cavity there. On the back side of his legs, this piece here is going to rotate around to the other side. It's on this little slider. Just comes up and around. Back piece here, you can bring that up. Then this also rotates around like this. You come here to his feet, fold those down, kind of straighten them out like that. You want to take them at the waist. This is going to just pull it like that. Take this piece here. And we're going to raise that up. If I can get a hold of it on the sides. Bring this part up. Take his arms here. I'm going to bring those down. Now these actually come across. These come apart here. And that can be kind of bothersome in robot mode because they will come undone on you if you're trying to pose them. But it's easy to push them right back. So just going to bring that part down. You can take the whole piece here and we're going to fold it up like this. Then fold this down. But just the arm part. You want to leave this part up here. Kind of goes in here. And this part is going to come down like that. Now you see there are these red tabs here from the paint on this. There's little slots in there. You want to tab that in. Don't worry, it will probably come untabbed on you while you're doing all this. And this is going to come down and then tab it over. You want to 180 him at the waist. And I just want you to push that piece there. So this is really not needed. It's just fill some out. That's it. Now we're going to work on the legs here to get it to be the bottom part of the vehicle mode. We're going to bring this up like this. Tab that in. Bring his legs back. You can see the tab here. We're going to tab that together. You see there's tabs on his thighs. You see the little spots right there. That's going to go there. And these right here are going to go right into the handholds there to hold that in. And before you tab this in, you can store the battle axe on the back side. You take this and you're just going to put it in here. You see those little tabs on the side. Inside here, you see right here, you're going to get it right above where the knee would be. So we just want to get that in to the knee part. Then you'll just tab this together. Now you just get them between the kneecaps, tab that little tab down there together. You have the battle axe stored there. And you just get that tabbed in on the arms here, and you get that right there in the hands. Tab, hands. See, everything already comes with that. And the hands, sometimes they don't hold very well, and you gotta keep doing it until you get a good pop, good snap. Yeah, the vehicle mode isn't all that great. Come on. Tab. 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 When that tabbed in, you take this piece here. You see the little tabs. Go right here in the bottom part. I'm just going to tab that in. That. This piece here is very pliable plastic, very thin. So there you go. A lot of these tabs don't hold very well. These will come untabbed from the thighs. The hands won't stay on that. This will come untabbed too. But they do have wheels. There's these translucent blue plastic wheels here. Red wheels up here. They are pinned in. So see how well he rolls. Rolls extremely well for little bitty wheels like that. Now the alt mode is just meh. It's nothing to write home about at all. I really don't like it. He's going to be one of those figures that's just going to stay in robot mode 99.99999% of the time. Alright, so size comparisons in vehicle mode. Here he is next to the Earthrise Netflix Optimus Prime. He's actually about the same length, but you're going to get a little more quality out of this one because it is Voyager. It's got more stuff going on. But yeah, it's about the same size in alt mode here. Of course, you see this one's really supposed to be Cybertronian in nature, and it does look very much not like an Earth vehicle. So you can say that it definitely is Cybertronian, but it's just, I don't know, it's just not that great. And next to some Deluxe class vehicles, we have Strong Arm and Earthrise Cliff Jumper. See next to Strong Arm is a lot bigger. And next Cliff Jumper, definitely a lot bigger. You can almost fit Cliff Jumper on the back, but battle axe wasn't sitting there. But yeah. Some more size comparisons there. Closer look at the vehicle mode. It's not bad in certain spots, but it just, I don't know. It's really hard to describe, and it's kind of leaving me speechless as to the fact that it's not all that great. Kind of cool looks here. Maybe some different paint. If you add more paint and touch it up, it'll give it more, you know, futuristic Cybertronian look or something. But then the hands are just sitting there on the sides. They kind of hide on the, looking at it from this angle, but if you turn it this way or this way, they're very noticeable. Head on, like I said, I do like the transparent blue plastic. You can see the matrix through there. I don't mind the actual front here of this. It's just these on the sides, a little awkward. These little nipple guns are meh, but you can support blast effects on those. It's a little big, so if you can wobble around, then probably could fall off. That does not. It's just, leaves a lot to be desired. You got the gaps back here. I think some upgrade kit companies could have a lot of fun with this. That's my biggest thing. So let's get to my final thoughts. Overall, it's Optimus Prime. It wins me over in robot mode. That's where it really shines. The articulation, the posability is excellent. The overall head sculpt is fine. Design overall of the Optimus Prime is fine. The only really bad problem in robot mode is the creamy beigeish gray coloring to his arms, thighs, and abdomen. And then just, he's kind of fiddly, a little bit of loose parts. And that little floppy waist kind of bugs me. Also, the fact that the little front nipple guns don't really stay on in the backside they're too easy to knock out. All mode just sucks. I really don't care for it. It's probably something that looks better on screen and in the movie than it actually does in toy form. Anyway, thanks for watching this review. Until the next one, peace out.